Hello, beautiful friends. It's Erika. Today we're going to be talking full moon lunar eclipse happening on October 28th, 2023. This is obviously the second eclipse we are having in a row here in the month of October. It's also sandwiched in between the 10:10 and the 11:11 portal. Also very significant. So you guys, I know, are feeling it. It's been an intense time for everybody. Personally, globally, everything. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what's going to be intensifying around this particular eclipse. We know full moons intensify things always, but eclipses in particular can amplify that multitude times, right? So they're extra amplifying when it comes to emotions, impulsive behavior, power struggles, things like that. And as you probably know, or if not, eclipses are usually accompanied by major turns of events, changes of things in people's lives. A lot of times, bringing us forward onto the path that is meant for us to shed old things that are meant for us to be done with, and to bring in new and better and more aligned for our soul's journey. Now, like you've heard me say a million times, expediting the inevitable. So whatever's inevitable in your life, the eclipse energy can definitely speed things up, and also be wake-up calls for people if they are not listening to their inner soul's guidance. Sometimes the universe can bring about turns of events because we're not listening. And not intended to be a bad thing whatsoever. Often this can be, moving into new things. Now, this particular full moon is happening in the sign of Taurus, 5 degrees of Taurus. And being a full moon, it is about releasing. So I'm just going to jump right in and take a look at the themes here. Hopefully you guys watched my last couple of videos where I talked about the dark. It is conversations I'm having with a lot of people and clients, and it's something very important for you guys to understand. I am not a tarot reader. I read tarot on my channel, but I am not just a tarot reader. I am a channeler, I am a teacher, and I bring forth messages in many different ways. I happen to use tarot and oracle because I just love them. But many of you have heard my channelings, sometimes me reading my channels or my direct channeling recordings. So, if you're here if you're just looking for a tarot reader, I'm not that, but I happen to use them as a tool. It's funny how people don't like the videos I do when I'm not doing tarot. It's like, well, then go watch someone else. Because that's certainly not me. It's not the only part of me. It is definitely something I love and I enjoy. So, all right, let's take a look at the themes for this upcoming eclipse. It's called the Hunter's Moon, my friends. Okay, we're getting the hollow bone. This is all about being teachable. Fascinating. It is a 28, which is a 10, which is a completion energy and a beginning. This to me is coming through as, are we truly open to being teachable, to learning new things, to be able to receive pure light, to be able to be taught, to be able to learn where we might be stubborn. This is something that's really happening for a lot of people right now. I gotta say it. It's that energy of, is what I know to be real really real? Am I really open to learn and to grow? Or am I really stuck in my ways in certain areas? And if so, why? I had a really interesting thing happen this week where I watched a video on something historical, on a historical figure. And it was one of those things where I sat there and I said, you know what? I do not know if this is true. I can't verify if what I'm seeing in this video is true or not true. All I know is it goes against everything we've been taught in the history books. But really, do we really know? Do we really know if that's true? And there was another quote around something like, history is written by the victors. So how do you know what we have come to believe as historical events really happened the way that we are taught? And this particular thing was something where I go, wow, if this historical figure was not as they've been portrayed, that's messed up. So again, but that's kind of the message that comes through with this hollow bone. It's that energy of almost like every day that goes by, the less I realize I know. That I know to be really true, right? In terms of things around me or things I'm hearing or things I'm hearing about. If I don't witness something with my own two eyes, I still might not know why it's happening, but at least I see that it happened. That's kind of what I keep saying to people too. It's like, listen, anything is possible right now. Everything is crazy. Everything is distorted. Everything is CGI, you know, real, not real, all sorts of reasons why, or people's ideas as to why things are occurring or being shown the way they are. And it's like, you know what, it is exhausting. And in that, we must just go within self and be open to being teachable. But I do feel like that's coming through as a strong message that this eclipse energy will be bringing us a very powerful spiritual lesson. What else is the theme around this eclipse energy? And there will be an extended, guys, where I go more in depth to look at the before and after effects. So I was going to pull one, but two came out. I'm sorry and Star Keeper. Wow. Defenseless, righting past wrongs and uprooting. And then the Star Keeper is cosmic ancestors seed the light by staying grounded. Oh my gosh, this is crazy powerful. I am getting waves of chills. I'm almost speechless right now with what's coming through. Making, I can't even put it into words, so I'm just going to stumble my words right now. But this is a full moon eclipse where we could get people making amends, apologizing, fixing things that may have been deeply rooted. A lot of ancestral stuff coming up for a lot of people, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Very, very, very deep earth wounds, Gaia's wounds, humanity's wounds, deep in the earth. But when it's coming in with the Star Keeper, these are the star beings that seeded the earth realm. And this is the damage that's been done to Earth, to its inhabitants, to people, to humanity. And what are we meant to learn from our past wrongdoings? What are we meant to learn about humans and what happens to humans when they are put and pitted against each other and manipulated and effed with energetically, emotionally, psychologically? Stay grounded. That's the Taurus energy. Taurus is so much about the physicality and the physical body. I've been getting as very clear messages over the last week, and I touched on it on those two videos, which is the importance of doing things in the physical, right? Consciousness and spiritual beliefs and knowledge and wisdom is not enough. We have to do things in the physical world. I've talked about it on the videos of things we can do, but we need to stay grounded because that's part of seeding the light. We're all parked here right now for a very specific reason. I feel like we're getting a lot of galactic support when it comes to the events on the earth, which I know sounds, it's like some people might be like, really? How would that be allowed to occur? And check out the other videos where I talk a lot about that. What other theme do we have around this eclipse? silver dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Accessing untapped resources, look into your soul and see higher possibilities. This is where we are meant to grow above what is happening in the 3D. We must see things above what is happening in the 3D. This doesn't mean putting your head in the sand like the ostrich. This does mean, though, that we have to stay grounded in the reality of what's happening in the 3D world, but at the same time staying connected to the light, knowing the light is guiding us, knowing that we're here for a purpose. I feel like there's going to be a lot of awakening and breakthroughs for people with this eclipse when it comes to consciousness, waking up to, what they're meant to know and learn and understand about their own experience and their own journeys. The journey of humanity, really. We're meant to see higher possibilities. When you know better, you do better. And the world is about to know better. Know of a better way. We're breaking out of that helplessness. We're breaking out of the powerlessness. And when we know that we are almighty powerful beings of the divine, and then we add action to it, there's no stopping the light. So let's look at what's going to be amplified. What emotions are going to be amplified around this full moon? Palace of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Tower energy. And let me pull the other 6 cards. What impulses and what impulsive behavior could be amplified? The Ace of Swords, Judgment, the King of Cups. Wow. And what power struggles could be amplified? Palace of Coins. Wow. Palace of Cups. A lot around the home environment, feeling at home. What is home? And the Fool. Okay. Let me just tune in here for a moment. What we see happening here is there's a sense of returning home to the truth, to our soul family, to the light. And if we have been keeping ourselves in environments, whether those be living environments, relationships, career paths, whatever that may be, we are choosing passion over practicality. And the passion is really more purpose. But what's intensifying here is we finally are making decisions, and if we're not making the decisions, they're being made for us. Here comes that eclipse energy. Major breakthroughs. Breaking out of stagnation, even. If you felt like there's been a stagnant energy in your life and things haven't been moving forward, well, this eclipse will help things move forward. I'm getting the image of almost like a big boulder that's like right on the edge, and it's being push, but it hasn't really budged yet, and something's going to just push it right over the edge to go down the hill. It's like something very big and solid is going to begin to move forward in the physical world, and it's going to cause a big tidal wave and ruckus of change in our lives. And the behavior that's going to be, we could feel very, like, the compulsive behavior that will be kind of amplified around this is speaking the truth, communicating, judgment, asking for second chances, Can we do this again? King of Cups, I've matured emotionally. Revealing emotions, communicating deep emotions that have been hidden. Are you going to keep your heart and your emotions deep within you, or are you going to speak them out loud? Are you going to make them a reality, or are you just going to keep them shut? This ties very directly to a video that I haven't posted yet, but it's going to be in my inner circle, for my inner circle members, which is about the divine masculine, the sacred masculine breaking free. Because he's been stretched to the brink here. So what we've got as well in terms of the power struggles, heart versus practicality. You know, some people are making a decision between two places. It's really interesting. Look at these palace. So we've got the Palace of Wands, right? That's the home that's related to purpose, passion, excitement. And we've got the coins and the Palace of Cups. And the coins here, these psychedelic mushrooms. Huge. And the Palace of Cups is our home that our heart feels. Like, where do we feel at home in our heart? And with some of this is breaking out of illusion. Where have we been stubborn? Because there's an owl up here. Wow, I've never noticed that in all the times I've used this deck. There's an owl up here observing the situation. What wisdom have we gained by living in an illusion in the 3D world? And owls, what they hunt at night, right? They can see at night through sonar and radar. It's not what they see, it's what they sense. I've been to a Renaissance fair the last couple of years, and there's this amazing show that they put on, which is the Birds of Prey. This guy gets out there and he talks about, you know, the falcons and the owls, and he teaches about how they hunt. And it's amazing because there's one of the owls that I can't remember the name of it. Oh gosh, it's escaping me, but literally he triangulates his prey through sonar, through basically the way that his face is shaped and the feathers are shaped. It allows him to pick a tiny little thing and get it, hunt it. Wow, and it's the hunter's moon. This is crazy. Okay. So what we're seeing here is where this owl is seeing, like, where there's illusion, where there's manipulation, you know. I haven't done a video about this, but I have a lot to say about the use of psychedelics when it comes to spirituality. And it is something to be very careful of. I personally don't advocate it for many reasons. And I know a lot of people would disagree with me on that, and that's fine. This isn't about discussing that topic. But when this is coming through in this very strong message, when people do that stuff and they don't do it, when people do that stuff, that is where they can start to connect with other realms and other beings that are meant to distort reality, guys. Again, I just speak what I've been shown over my many years of doing this work, many years. And yeah, so what we have is this full moon is a time to let the beast out, the beast within. And I don't mean the beast in a bad way. I mean the beast meaning like the latent energy, the potent energy, or the potential energy that's been held within of the sacred masculine in all of us. But the power struggles could be around the fool energy, taking that risk. What's real, what's an illusion? Look at this guy. He looks like he's a jester, but he's not. He's hollow, he's empty. Again, there's a lot of weird energy coming through in terms of the power struggles. Seeing through illusion, seeing truth. When we're under the influence of some of these things, all right, I'm going to have to do a separate video about that, but let's just say these are the compulsive behavior will be on a soul level is to speak crystal clear truth. This cuts through the haziness of drug-induced, psychedelic-induced reality. Not an accident, it's literally directly above it on my desk here. This sword of truth that is protected by the angels, is protected by the light, is piercing into this realm. Piercing into the realm of illusion. And where have we been? Ignoring our heart's message and call to us. Do we want to living in an illusion, or do we want to listen to the heart? By cutting through this illusion, it pierces into the sword of truth pierces into the illusion in the 3D realm. But then what that does is it opens up the heart. It connects to the heart. There's a reason there's been a haze around humanity. It's because there's been a deliberate manipulation and prevention of the light connecting to the heart. It's been hazy. It's been messed with, guys. It's been messed with. And this is an eclipse where the truth and the light can break through. But we have to stay grounded here as the truth comes in. Wow. All right. So, guys, what we have here is we're going to take a look at the before and after effect of the actual eclipse and the extended. But before I head over there, I will leave you guys with a guidance message. But let's just quickly see how this eclipse may help us. How will this eclipse be helpful to the world? The Hermit and the Nine of Cups. Wow. Yep. Discovering that there's a lot to be hopeful about. Coming out of hermit mode, coming out of hibernation. The answers lie within, and when we actually listen to the truth and we get out of the illusion, we go within, we connect to the light, we understand our purpose, we can feel happy, we can feel hopeful. This is wish fulfillment. Ten of Swords, bringing about endings that need to be done. Never to go back. And the Queen of Coins. For many of you, this is relationships. A lot of relationships ending. But for some of you as well, what this is you are about to be seeing a lot of abundance come your way. Hope being restored. You know, if you've been working a business and it's been hard to get off the ground, with this eclipse, I feel like things get moving. In a positive way. Yep, making the changes. See, for a lot of you, it's, again, relationships changing, making the transitions, things being finally over. But I feel like this is more, a lot of these maybe have already ended. You've already decided, but what's done now is sort of the processing and the healing around it. And now it's like time to make the physical change. It's like coming to terms with the truth, but then acting on it. And how this eclipse will help us here with the endings. Could be endings we've been resisting, but at the same time, we stand our ground that something's done. This is like the line in the sand eclipse. You know how sometimes, especially, you know, when you're in a major transition, it's ended but not really ended. You're still straddling both worlds. That's been a theme coming up. But this is where it's like, no, it's done. This chapter of my life is over. There's no going back. Because there's hope that's coming on the heels of this. Exciting news, exciting new endeavors. Remember the Palace of Wands, that's that passion and purpose. And what's being discovered is the healing and the hope and the dreams and the wish fulfillment. You can't make this stuff up. 9 of Cups, then the Star card here. What you are discovering around this full moon eclipse is there's immense healing that comes with it. There is discovery of the power to heal, the power of the light to heal. Breaking out of the illusions. Again, I keep coming to these cards, the Sword of Truth. I mean, this probably says it all right here. So with that, guys, let me leave you with a guidance message. For those of you not going to the extended, what is the best guidance for this eclipse? Your dreams need a practical plan. OMG. It's the full moon in Taurus. Shocker. I mean, excuse me. Look how many cards are in this deck. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The energies are the energies. Everything is connected. You need to make your dreams a reality. It's time to let go of anything that's preventing them from becoming an actual reality. You already know what this is. You already know what you want. You already know what you want to go for. That seed of purpose has been planted within you long ago. But if you've been staying stuck, not putting it into action, this is the eclipse that will bring you into making your dreams an actual reality. All right, my beautiful friends, I hope that this was helpful. I'll see some of you over in the extended, and until next time, bye.